if you found your way to this video, let me just explain what you're about to see. So, about a year ago, maybe a little bit more, I decided to make a course for microgreens and how to start a business, growing them, selling them, the whole thing. Well, I did that, and I started up with about 10 people who bought in early, basically paid for just like the course materials, and they kind of helped me as I made the course. But the thought was that I'd be able to sell a lot of these, maybe earn some income from it, and that just didn't happen. So turns out I'm not a great salesman. I'm not somebody who really is pushing, emailing you all the time, trying to get you to buy my course, talking it up, hyping it, all that. It's just not what I do. If you're already a YouTube subscriber, you know that I share everything for free already, as it is on YouTube. But the course was more of a structured thing. The plan behind the course was that my course would be different than the other courses because I would basically make you buy a set of lights and a Microgreens grow kit. And then the course would be based on those items, in which I grow everything in that grow kit and show you how to use it and how to grow and learn from that. And so that made the course kind of expensive, and I think it scared people away. So between the cost of the course and my lack of like trying to sell the course, it just didn't work out. But that's a good thing for you, because I am releasing the entire course content for free on YouTube. Honestly, I'm hoping that a bunch of people watch this and I can earn some money back on my ad revenue and possibly my affiliate links that will be in the description. So I'll be putting the course into a complete playlist on YouTube. It may not all be available at the time that you're watching this video, but make sure that you're subscribed and I'll keep adding to the playlist. So what I'm basically doing is I'm downloading the videos from where the course is currently hosted, and then I'll be uploading them to YouTube. It may take some time. My internet is terrible, so it takes me a while to do that. If I went to like Starbucks and used their internet, it'd be fast, but I'm not going to do that. Another important detail, and I think I mentioned this in the course, is that the real details are in the actual write-ups that I do. So in this case, that will be in the description. I'm not sure that YouTube will allow me to put as many words in the description as some of my write-ups are in the course, but we'll figure that out. I'll try to get through that. Also, the course had testing built into it. That won't happen on YouTube. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the course. It's totally free now for the whole world to see and follow. It's probably going to make some people angry that sell courses, but we'll see what happens with that. I'm sure they'll keep selling their courses with no problem at all. But with that, here's the first video of the course where I just introduce myself. Hello. My name is Corey Brabant, and I will be your instructor throughout this entire course. Before diving into the course, I thought you just might like to know a little bit more about the person who wrote the course and whose guidelines you will be following. So let me just introduce myself and tell you a little bit more about myself. So I've got a past of where I've done all kinds of different things. I've worked in construction, I've worked in factories, I've done CNC operator positions, done all kinds of different things. I've got many different hobbies. Some of those hobbies include things like cars. You know, a lot of people don't expect that somebody who's into microgreens or gardening would be also a car enthusiast, but I happen to be a pretty big car enthusiast. I enjoy working on them and restoring cars and all kinds of things like that. I also really enjoy building different things, whether that means putting an addition on my house, building a new greenhouse. I built a really cool gazebo greenhouse that I'll show you. And so I just build all kinds of different things. So the other big hobby of mine, which started off as a hobby turned business, is growing things. I just love to grow things. I love watching them grow. Watching new plants change daily is something I find very therapeutic, and I just really enjoy it. That's why microgreens is a great thing for somebody like me, because they grow so fast. You can just plant them, and within 3 days or so, you're watching your plants grow. So that's one of the main reasons I really enjoy growing microgreens. I'll get more into that in just a minute. So now that you know a little bit more about my background, who I am, what I'm into, let me just explain a little bit about the microgreens and how I got into it. So about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, I really had a longing to get out of winter. Here in New England, winters are really long, and I don't like them. So I started growing plants indoors, and that led me to watching a lot of YouTube videos. While watching those YouTube videos, I got into hydroponic growing. And it didn't take long before I had cordoned off a whole big section of our living room where I had put up like a tent of Panda plastic in there. I started growing hydroponically with deep water culture, cracky, NFT, which is nutrient film technology. And I was growing tomatoes, peppers, anything you could grow in there, cucumbers, all kinds of things, lettuce. And while I was doing this exploration on YouTube and learning about different grow methods, I came across something called microgreens. And it wasn't long before I decided, I could actually grow these at home on the side and start a business of it. Doing something that I really enjoy anyways, of watching plants grow and then actually selling them and making a little bit of money in return. I basically made that decision almost overnight, and within about 2 weeks, I already had customers, and I was starting to build a small business doing this. So 3 years later, I'm going to share with you exactly how you can do the same thing. And now that you know a little bit more about me, you can proceed on to the course introduction.